There are a few things that I have been thinking about recently, and it's mainly on the topic of discernment in regards to gaining information spiritually on the internet. I feel like I wanted to talk about this before. I might have already, but I was journaling last night and I was looking back at my old entries from months ago. And it kind of made me sad because the way I was writing, it was like, I have to be back into alignment or else. Or I can't be okay if I'm not in alignment. And let me write a message to me that's out of alignment while I'm in alignment, even though I won't understand it because I'm in a different state of being. So these words won't make sense the way that they make sense to me now. Like, I was just so engrossed, I guess, with the idea of having to feel enlightened all the time. And it's okay because I did that because I thought that's what I had to do. I thought it was the fastest way to get me to where I want to go. In retrospect, maybe because I'm here now and I had to go through that experience. But I just wanted to spread the word, really. And this is not even like the type of vibe that I usually go for in my videos. But I just wanted to make it a point to use your discernment. It's the whole idea of getting into spirituality out of obligation versus out of curiosity. And I feel like there are points where the mind gets so involved where it becomes obligation without even you realizing. I just wanted it to be known. I just want it to be known that it is possible for you to have good intentions at first, but for it to eventually get to a point where it becomes conditional, the ego takes over, and things are just less fun and more like, I have to do this or else life's not going to be good. Yeah, there's recent things that I've realized with the help of some channels on YouTube, ironically, where I guess mainstream spirituality is more leaning towards dopamine, leaning towards dangling a carrot. Dangling? Dangling? That's the right word. Why am I saying it's the word? Okay. Dangling a carrot in front of you. Hold on, I want to make sure I'm recording because I don't even remember pressing record. Or breadcrumbing you, and it's like, this thought came to me. I was like, if manifestation or whatever is so simple, why do you keep making videos about it? Like, shouldn't there be just a few videos or one long video giving you enough information that you need to absorb it and use it and get results from it? Like, maybe I'm just looking at it from the wrong perspective, but that information in the wrong hands, for example, past me, would have led to this constant cycle of like, there's more that I need to know. And I need to keep searching, keep learning more, because I don't know enough and I'm not ready yet. And there's so many videos I need to watch before I can start doing stuff. And yeah, reading my journal yesterday and just seeing videos online too recently, it just reminds me of that past version of me. And I feel bad because it's not really a way to live, to feel like you're incomplete, to feel like you don't know enough to take the next step. Okay, maybe I'll circle back to this later. Side note, yesterday I was feeling good. We're changing subjects now. Posting my last video, I was saying how, no, 2 videos ago, huh? The one where I was in the park, I was saying how I was in like this good feeling state, imposter syndrome. And it was regarding my YouTube channel. Mainly because it got a better reaction than my other videos, and I wasn't even trying to do anything, not trying to teach anything. And it was just a wild feeling, opened a lot of possibility doors in my head. And then I think with that, moving forward after that video, it set this expectation that it was going to continue being like that. And so in my mind, I was searching for external validation. I was super proud of that video just because of like how I filmed it. And it was like the first couple of days, I feel like it it was kind of the opposite of what I was feeling good about, like the results. And it kind of threw me into this tiny little loop where it's just like, so are these false beliefs actually true about me? Like, is this imposter syndrome not even real and I'm just the imposter? But I sat with it. I sat with the feeling. It's been a recurrent thing. Like, I mean, take a step back. My original intent with this channel was not to get views and whatnot. I just learned recently, it's literally just what I want to do. Like, I've always recorded myself, enjoyed the editing process. I feel like this is like an interview for my YouTube channel. Hello. I always loved using cameras to make the real world look aesthetic, even though it's not aesthetic. And to be able to combine all of those things together and on top of that, express myself, express what my mind enjoys doing this with is like fun to me, and it's just what I enjoy doing. Anyways, I remember that, and luckily I've gotten to the point where I posted my last video, the one where I'm just laying on the bench. And I was able to feel good just by the finished product of it and not by the response from the internet, the external validation. I was able to internally validate myself. And I'm not going to just believe that I switched like that fast. But it is nice that I was able to do that for that one time. And that I can choose that now, moving forward whenever I complete a post. Okay, I feel like we're getting meta. I was feeling good yesterday, driving to get a haircut, finally got a haircut after 3 weeks. And yeah, I was just feeling good knowing that I am sustainable, independently sustainable in regards to validation. And I'm sharing all this because I got to my haircut appointment, and when I pulled up, someone came up to me and complimented my car, asked me if my car had an Instagram, which is crazy because, well, I feel like that only happens for people that have cool cars. I mean, I like my car, but it's just not where I want it to be yet. Anyways, I just thought it was funny that I was feeling good being self-reliant in my validation, and not even hours into the day, I get external validation for something of mine. To wrap it up, to circle back to where I first started with this whole discernment thing. If you find yourself in that spiritual education loop spiral, just know that it's mainly like a dopamine thing, maybe, or it's your mind. It's really just feeding your mind because it feels uncertain. It's in a state of, I wouldn't say confusion, but future is not clear. And the mind tries to compensate for that through this endless loop of, I need to know more so I can be ready to do more. And yeah, I was stuck in that for, I'd say about a year. And it's not to say that like that time span wasn't good. I'm just trying to set any warning signs for anyone that comes across this, that there is such thing as, I don't know what to call it, spiritual bypassing. I mean, that could be it, where you're chasing the high and really just neglecting real life. Just want to let you know that real life is a thing. You're not here to be a soul, and you're also not here to be fully human. You're here to be perfect combination of both. Right now I'm in the stage of like learning what my mind thinks, learning what reaction my body has in certain situations, how to tell like when my nervous system is not feeling safe, and learning how to calm it down. I notice, I mean, this is just a little side note. We're continuing on, I'm not even concluding. My hands get cold when something's up, when I'm in a stress situation where my nervous system is not feeling calm. And as soon as I calm myself down, the blood flow goes back into my hands and I go back to normal. I mean, that's just like a little sign of like what I mean by noticing my body responding to my nervous system. But yeah, just know that you know enough. Remember that there's no waiting. I know this constant loop of spiritual education is a constant waiting period because you're waiting to feel good. You're waiting to get the things so that you can feel good, but in truth, you can feel good now. But I'm assuming that you already know all this stuff, but I just wanted to really just grieve that past version of myself that went through all this. Hello. I forgot to say something. Literally, it would have added to my point earlier, but anyways, another thing I was journaling about was spirituality. What is it? I used to think that it was being in the state of constant enlightenment, constant peace. But it's not. I'm learning that spirituality shines best when it's in the mundane. That's how they get you. They make it seem like there's this whole, like, it makes life so magical and life seems like a movie, but it is possible to be like that or to see life in that way. But don't go into this with that expectation. Go into this expecting to meet your human halfway. And that could mean applying all your knowledge to your everyday life. The mundane things. Like, I learned that progress happens even in silent moments, even in still moments, or moments where it seems like nothing's happening. Because that's just part of the process. That's the integration part. Some new, like, techniques, like me moving past all the knowledge that I tried to accumulate with my mind, moving past that, what I've been learning practically, experientially, is that nervous system reset, calming, somatic healing. I don't know what that means. But that's an important thing I've been learning. Because in a calm state, I can, one, ease the old belief. Say, for example, we're going to skim over this. I can ease the old belief, say, I don't know how to fly a plane. This is a really weird example. You're at a point where you need to fly a plane. For some reason. You go to school, whatever. That belief's no longer going to serve you. The belief of I don't know how to fly a plane, no longer going to serve you. And it's different with this case, I guess, because that plan is more laid out for you. Like, you know how to get from I don't know to I know and I do fly a plane. But let's just keep going. Why did I choose that? What I would do, I would state that belief, feel it, and then to part ways with it, you say, thank you for keeping me safe. You served your purpose, but this new version of me that knows how to fly planes, believes in, and then you incorporate the new belief. I can fly. That's not right. I can fly planes confidently. And you're not going to believe it at first. Even if you have all the credentials. Yeah, this is a terrible example. But I'm sure you can apply it to whatever. But the more that you lean towards that new belief, I'm confident in flying planes, the more you act in that belief. The more the old one fades away and the new one starts to fossilize? Is that bad? Fossilize? Maybe harden? It starts to become reinforced in your new belief. Why am I talking for so long? Okay, I'm done.